Hey guys, what's up again today? Another day riding. I guess today is gonna be about MEPS. I'm gonna try and give you guys as much insight as I could about my MEPS experience. Well, I went to MEPS last Thursday, a week and a day ago. So I went to my recruiting office. He told me to show up a day early before MEPS, so I went to my recruiting office, and he basically gave me the rundown, hey, here's your paperwork, here's your shuttle ticket. We just talked, hung out there for a couple hours until I was ready to go. Mind you, he told me what time to be there, so I showed up a couple hours early. I wanted to be punctual. I wanted to make sure that everything was in order, so I showed up a little bit earlier than I should have. Got everything squared away, made sure I was good. Shuttle showed up. He was an older guy driving a van, big van. And I get in the shuttle. Dude's like, hey, you're the only one, so, And he was a Navy vet, so that's kind of cool. I got to hear some stories and whatnot. And anyways, I head down to Kansas City to the MEPS station, and I get there, and we meet at MEPS. I had to take my ASVAB, and I took 3 tests in general. I couldn't tell you the names of all of them. I don't remember exactly. I just know I took my ASVAB and 2 more tests. I got done with that, and I went in the lounge area, the cafeteria, I guess you could say, and I waited until everybody was done, and they put us all on a shuttle and took us to the hotel. Nice hotel. I mean, it was on point. They took us to the Freedom Lounge inside this Embassy Suites, and the host of the Freedom Lounge, he was a pretty cool guy. Met a couple great guys there. One guy I'm actually going to basic with, yeah, we all hung out at the Freedom Lounge. They gave us a meal ticket, told us, we can order anything. They gave us a list, or gave us a menu. Had a great dinner. I got a double cheeseburger with bacon on it, barbecue sauce. It was good. It was good. Side of fries to go along with it, and they were steak fries, not regular fries, steak fries. And yeah, we had a good dinner. Curfew was at 10. Had to be back in our rooms at 10. We played Monopoly. We had to go through a briefing. That's right, we had a briefing at 8:45, or 20:45, however you want to put it. We had a briefing, and the briefing was basically explaining what was going to happen at MEPS. It was a video. The guy was awesome. He basically walked us through it. He was funny. He made us comfortable, not knowing what we were getting into, but we realized it might not be that bad. So then I get to MEPS. The next morning, we had to wake up at 4:30, be checked out by, we had to be checked out by 5. We got in the shuttle, and there was 2 different shuttle buses, and they were much bigger than the day before. So everybody that I met, all the guys, all the girls, we all loaded up. One thing you should do is try and be the last person on the shuttle. I learned that one. Try and be the last one on the shuttle. Hold the doors open. Do whatever you can to be the last one on the shuttle, because that makes you first in line the next day. Or that makes you first in line when you get to MEPS, so you're the first person in line. Process starts rolling faster. Get to MEPS initially. We had breakfast at the hotel. That's another thing. Make sure you eat. You gotta eat. But we get to the hotel, and we get to MEPS. We're there. I was the first person, but I was on the second bus, so I was about mid-line, and got that started going. Got inside. You have to walk through security. They make sure you don't have knives, anything like that. You got a pocket knife. Me, I live in small town. I always carry a pocket knife with me. I had to make sure I left that at my recruiting station the day before. So just word to the wise, don't have a knife with you, don't have any sort of weapon, anything, even the card knives that look like a credit card, don't take that with you. But yeah, after that, then I had we went in, they handed us our packets, we had to show our license and our social, I believe, fingerprint scanner. They took us through. It was pretty simple, pretty basic. They took us through at first. They told us all to go to this exam room. We all go in there, and then we had a briefing at 6:30 in the morning, or 06:30. So briefing, and it was like it took forever. It was like an hour and some change long. Then yeah, after that I went straight across the hall, went and did my hearing test. That was nothing. Went and did my hearing test, first test of the day. Thought, oh shoot, this is easy peasy, you know. Hearing test, and then they sent me to go take a urinalysis. Well, I wait in line to take a urinalysis. I finally go. There's a guy watching you. He's a soldier, most likely. He was volunteering for the job, but he was a soldier in the Air Force. Then after that, they sent me to get my blood drawn. I hate needles. I hate needles. And to make the experience even worse, she missed the vein the first go around and hit a nerve, so my hand was, you know, twitching, freaking out on me, and I thought I was gonna pass out. And I don't pass out, I just don't like them. But yeah, she pulled the needle out, stuck me again, and then had a little small chat with me, asking me if I have tattoos, why I don't like needles, and I tried to explain it to her. But yeah, got my blood drawn. Then they sent me over to a vision test. They did they did the regular vision test, you know, you read the lines, and then they did the color test, and that was pretty simple. It's just through a book. They flip pages, and you got 3 seconds to read them off. Then they sent me out to go do my actual medical evaluation with the doctor. And I was in the beginning of the line, so they sent me up there. Well, my packet was like this thick, and most of these 17, 18-year-olds was like this thick. They had no medical problems, you know, anything like that. Like I said, I'd broken my leg in my first video that I was talking about, stuff like that. So I had a couple medical issues I was having to deal with, or not deal with, but I had in the past that I had to take care of. But so I was next in line, and they moved me back because my packet was bigger. They wanted to get everybody knocked out. Then I get back next in line. I think I was 2 away from being next to go into see the doctor, and they sent me back again. And for the 3rd time, so they moved me back 3 times. So about that time, it was 11 o'clock. I mean, this stuff is taking forever, but it was about 11 o'clock. And they're like, all right, everybody from this person back, which just happened to be the person in front of me, go to lunch. So they sent us in the cafeteria. It was cold sandwiches with a chip, a drink, anything you could choose. I mean, Mountain Dew, Pepsis, to water bottles to milk. I mean, so, and then different choices in meat. They had a vegetarian option as well. I actually thought about getting that, but I like meat, and I figured the sandwich would fill me up a little better. Then I eat as quick as I can, and I run right back into the place. Well, everybody else was in front of me, so I became last in line from first in line. Yeah, so after I got I finally made my way 3 hours later up to the front. It was about 1:30 or so, and no, it was about 2. I finally got to see the doctor, and she went through her little process. I mean, she went through, looked at all the things that I was sick about, all the stuff that I had written down. She was basically checking to make sure I was writing the same stuff down that was in my file, you know. Not to see if you're lying, but just make sure that, you know, if you're writing it down, it's actually there. If you're saying it's there, it's there. So she checked everything. Then she did her exam. I won't go into detail what that was. There's no finger in the butts like everybody tells you, so don't worry about that. But she went through her exam real quick. I mean, it was like this probably took 30 minutes in total for her to do her exam, to go through all my papers, figure everything out. And then they finished processing me, and I went to go meet with the recruiters, or the guys you sign your contract with. So I chose a contract, and I wanted airborne school. So I got found a job that had an option 4 with it, which is airborne. I said that's the one I want, and I had to go back and get another test done, or another physical type deal for airborne, to make sure you can you'll be good for it. The doctor went through it real quick. He knew exactly what I was there for. I walked back over and I got finished with that. I went back to the Army guys. I chose my job. Went to go get security clearance, came back again, and I put my fingerprint down for my signature, basically, signed my contract. I went out, seen my family, and they told me to wait there. I had to go through a few more processing things. I did all of my fingerprints, all that good stuff. They took me into the back a couple times, took me back out. There's like 3 phases. Phase 1, Phase 2, and Phase 3, I believe, of actually signing your contract. And then I went to swear in, and my family was there with me, and I went to raise my hand, and then they asked who was all over 18, and there was only 2 of us. I was 24, the other guy was 22. They asked us, alright, they sent everybody else out. They just put us 2 in there. We went in there, we swore in. It's kind of funny because she was reading the words off, but your heart's racing and everything because you're swearing in, so some of the words got a little botched, but I swore in, and they took us back into the briefing room, told us, we had to take pictures and whatnot. We got that all finished and taken care of, and I went home. I mean, that's the basic gist of my MEPS experience. When you go to MEPS, you want to make sure you bring, an extra set of clothes. Make sure you bring underwear, a full set of clothes, not just shoes and a shirt. Make sure you take that shower. They have lotion there. Make sure you use the lotion. You got any dry spots, you want to do it because she's going to notice. The doctor, he or she. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. You just, I brought shampoo and body wash, deodorant. Some of the other guys didn't bring shampoo and body wash. I felt that was necessary. Not everybody does, but yeah, just general hygiene stuff. Make sure you bring your toothbrush. They check inside your mouth. I didn't know that prior, but they check inside your mouth, stuff like that. So you just want to make sure any general hygiene stuff you have, Got any questions, concerns, whatever, you can comment, like, all that good stuff. But also you can add me on Snapchat and Instagram. The names will be in the description. But it's KawKid69 or KAWKID6912 for Snapchat, and it will be KAWKID1 at Instagram. That's about it.